Somewhere between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico lies a stretch of ocean whispered about in hushed tones. Planes vanish. Ships never arrive. Compasses spin wildly. This is the Bermuda Triangle, one of the greatest mysteries of our planet. But what really hides beneath its waves? Tonight, we're diving deep into the secrets, the science, and the chilling stories inside the Bermuda Triangle. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle began to grow in the mid-20th century. In 1950, a reporter named Edward Van Winkle Jones wrote about a string of mysterious disappearances. Then in 1964, the term Bermuda Triangle was coined, and the mystery exploded into public imagination. But before we dive into those stories, let's get acquainted with the area we're talking about. The Bermuda Triangle is roughly outlined by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. But it's not an official maritime zone. It's just a rough description of the area where strange things happen. This patch of ocean is home to some of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Planes fly overhead on their way to and from the Americas and Europe, and the warm waters teem with marine life. It's a busy thoroughfare, but also a dangerous one. One of the most famous cases is Flight 19. In December 1945, 5 Navy bombers vanished during a routine training mission. A rescue plane sent to find them also disappeared. In total, 27 men were lost. But that wasn't all. The planes didn't go down in a single incident. They vanished over the course of 6 days, leaving no trace. The last radio transmission from Flight 19 sounded panicked. The pilots reported being lost and low on fuel, but they made no mention of a storm or any other disaster. When the rescue planes went missing, the Navy assumed foul play. What if the crew of Flight 19 had gone rogue? But as weeks turned into months and still no wreckage was recovered, the thought of sabotage faded. The official cause of the disappearance remains unknown. Stories like this gave the Bermuda Triangle its reputation as a graveyard of the Atlantic. The area is rumored to have swallowed up more than 100 planes and ships since the 1940s. But the reality is much less dramatic. There are no official figures for disasters in the Bermuda Triangle. Most of the alleged incidents are unrecorded or unconfirmed. So what actually happens in the Triangle? Witnesses report strange phenomena. Sudden storms appearing out of nowhere, water spouts tearing across the sea, and instruments going haywire. It sounds like a plot from a disaster movie, but people claim it's real. Some pilots say their gauges stopped working. Ship captains report their compasses pointing true north instead of magnetic north, leading them dangerously off course. Others speak of sudden electronic blackouts, where radios and navigation systems fail entirely. Then there are the strange lights seen dancing on the horizon. Witnesses describe eerie orbs floating above the ocean, moving silently through the air. But these baffling events aren't restricted to the skies. Beneath the waves, things get even stranger. Underwater vortexes or whirlpools have been reported, capable of dragging ships down to their doom. Divers have also experienced the bizarre. One snorkeler told of an unexpected blackout. He was exploring a coral reef when the world around him suddenly went dark. His diving partner was fine, but he couldn't see a thing. Another diver spoke of a shadowy figure lurking nearby. He described it as humanoid, tall and dark, watching him intently. Was it a ghost? An alien? No one knows. Could this be natural or something else? That's where science comes in. Some scientists claim that the Bermuda Triangle isn't cursed at all. It's just a perfect storm of natural hazards. This region has some of the deepest underwater trenches, unpredictable weather, and some of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Disasters, they argue, are bound to happen. There are around 100,000 commercial ships passing through the Triangle each year, along with countless private vessels. With so much traffic, it's inevitable that accidents will occur. Add in the weather, and things can get deadly fast. The region is prone to sudden violent storms. Hurricanes and tropical depressions brew in the warm waters and can wreak havoc on ships and planes. Visibility drops to zero in an instant. Winds can exceed 150 miles per hour. Even experienced sailors can be caught off guard by the fury of a Caribbean hurricane. One leading theory involves methane hydrates, giant gas bubbles that form under the ocean floor. If released, these bubbles could suddenly reduce water density, causing ships to sink without warning. Some scientists believe this could explain sudden disappearances. Others point to unusual magnetic fields. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north align. That could confuse compasses and lead navigators hundreds of miles off course. Of course, not everyone believes in science. Some claim the Bermuda Triangle is a portal to another dimension, a gateway to Atlantis, or even a hotspot for UFO activity. Strange lights in the sky, glowing objects beneath the water. Witnesses describe it all. Are these just tall tales? Or is there something beyond our understanding lurking here? For decades, the Bermuda Triangle remained largely unexplored. Without modern technology, sightings and stories were all that fueled the legend. But today, satellites track storms in real time. Sonar scans map the seafloor, and investigators are beginning to solve some of the mysteries. Many lost ships and planes have been found in deep waters, their wreckage explained by storms, human error, or mechanical failure. But still, not every case is solved. Some disappearances remain a mystery. As we learn more about the Bermuda Triangle, some of the magic fades. The truth may not be as sensational as portals to other dimensions, but it's still pretty fascinating. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the busiest areas of ocean in the world. More than 100 million people pass through every year, mostly by sea or air. Accidents are bound to happen, but that doesn't explain everything. Storms, navigational errors, and mechanical failures can account for many of the disasters in the Bermuda Triangle, but not all of them. There are cases that defy explanation. Take, for example, the disappearance of the USS Cyclops. The ship was fully loaded with manganese ore, worth more than $5 million in today's money. That's more than enough to tempt even the most cautious sailor. But the Cyclops wasn't carrying valuable cargo. It was a U.S. Navy collier, a simple transport ship. It set sail from Rio de Janeiro on February 1918, bound for Salvador. But the Cyclops never arrived. It vanished without a trace. The ship had a crew of 309 men. Not a single body would ever be recovered. The Cyclops was almost certainly sailing within the Bermuda Triangle. It was last spotted on March, and that was that. No distress signals, no signs of trouble. It was as if the ship simply fell off the face of the earth. And the Cyclops isn't alone. In 1927, a British ship called the Captain alerted authorities that his compass was spinning wildly. He was only a few miles off the Bahamas, but he had no idea where he was. By the time he reached port, the compass had spun 360 degrees. To put that in perspective, if you were driving on a road and your GPS started spinning, you wouldn't travel very far before crashing. The captain checked his instruments, double-checked his calculations. He even consulted with other ships, but no one could explain what was happening. Eventually, the phenomenon ended as quickly as it began. The ship reached port safely. But to this day, no one knows what happened to its compass. If these cases don't sound like paranormal activity, you might be right. But the fact remains, modern technology has allowed researchers to study the Bermuda Triangle like never before. New discoveries are being made all the time, and who knows what other secrets lie hidden beneath the waves. So, is the Bermuda Triangle truly cursed, or is it simply one of Earth's wildest, most unpredictable regions? Perhaps it's both a place where science meets myth, and where the ocean keeps its secrets locked away. But one thing is certain. The Bermuda Triangle will continue to captivate, terrify, and inspire mystery seekers for generations to come. But what do you think? Is the Bermuda Triangle just science and storms? Or could there be something more sinister hiding beneath the waves? Let me know in the comments. You've just uncovered the untold truth of the Bermuda Triangle. But this is only one mystery in a world full of secrets. Don't stop here. Sail straight into the next story, waiting for you right on the screen. And if you're brave enough, join our crew by subscribing, so together we can keep unraveling the strangest truths of history.